Hello, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to go on a tour of Salem, and this is in north central Arkansas. We're going to take a look at the lake behind me a little bit closer, a home in Salem, as well as some area amenities like the school district and the city pool. So come along with me and see some of what Salem has to offer. You may have seen a previous video I did of the city park in Salem, and that little blue dot in the middle is the lake in the city park, but we are up the hill at the pool. And so there is a pool in Salem. It doesn't currently look like it's open. I'm guessing it's in disrepair, and that's why it's not open for the summer season. It looks like they have a main pool, a kiddie pool, a diving board. But an area that is in really good condition is this tennis court. This looks all brand new. So it looks like it has new fencing, new court, new nets, new poles. So they have a tennis court, and I believe this is 2 pickleball courts over here. So they've definitely put some money into this recently. So it is a great amenity to the Salem area. It's nice to have the fencing so you don't have to worry about losing your balls. And like I said, it looks like it's brand new fencing. Plus, right behind this area is the Fulton County Fairgrounds. They have the Salem Civic Center, and this is Fair Week. So that's why there's so much activity going on over here on the fairgrounds. They'll have all kinds of activities throughout the week. And then you also have this community building behind the tennis courts. It might be something that you could use for a community event if you contacted the city about it and see if it was available to use. I'm sure they would be glad to let you use it. You even got some benches to sit and watch the tennis and pickleball games under the cover of this building. So there are some great features. And this park is on the west end of Salem. Like if you're going towards Mountain Home, this is right on the edge of town. We're traveling now from the tennis courts to the school and taking you down the main street. This is Highway 62. We're going away from Mountain Home towards the center of Salem, and if we kept going, we'd go all the way to Ash Flat. Some of the businesses we were passing are the post office, the drugstore. When we come to this stoplight up ahead, we will be near the main office of North Arkansas Electric, NAEC. Obviously, then they supply electric to the area. They also supply fiber optic internet. This is mostly in Fulton County, but they definitely go out to other areas like Sharp County and even parts of Ozark County like Horseshoe Bend and Ozark Acres have NAEC. So it just depends on where the home is and what electric company supplies it. Now, Salem has a population of about 1,600. It is the Fulton County seat. So the courthouse is here, the jail's here, the Fulton County Sheriff is here. You may notice the billboard that's coming up ahead on our left, and that does mention some of the achievements of the school district. They are the Salem Greyhounds, and many of the achievements that they've had this year include academic state champions for the Lady Greyhound Golf and Cross Country. The 2024 Greyhound football team was the 3A state champion, and the 2025 3A2 conference champions for the softball on the Lady Greyhounds. And it isn't just about the sports either. Salem Band is the first division in their state concert. They are able to provide free breakfast and lunches to all their students, thankfully, so everybody is well fed so they can concentrate on their schoolwork. And that's about 400 students that they have in that school district. So it's not very large. I don't have any kids in that school district, but I have heard a lot of good things about it. One thing that's nice about our area is that you can have school choice, meaning you can choose whatever school that you want to go to. Doesn't necessarily mean there's a bus to take you from your house to the school, but you can drive your kids if you want them to go to a specific school district. And there's also many other businesses in the area to support the town. There's going to be Salem Graphics for publishing. They also have a nursing home, South Fork Living. There's the Fulton County Hospital, and of course other doctors' offices, including First Choice, which it has a scale. So you don't necessarily have to use insurance. It is an income-based scale. So that's nice to have. There's a car dealership. There is a motel in Salem, but there's also many VRBOs and Airbnbs in the area if you don't want to stay at the motel. Now we are driving into the neighborhood near the house we'll be looking at. And there isn't a lot of sale data on this neighborhood. I didn't look at all of Salem, but specifically this neighborhood. On the left, we have Arabian Trail coming up, and there was one house that sold in May of last year. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $127,000. And on the other hand, a house that's really close to the house we'll be looking at on Morgan Trail, that was a 5-bedroom, 4-bath that sold for $360,000 this year. So that's a much more comparable. It's actually really close to the lake that we'll be looking at in a minute, as well as close to the home we sold. Many of these are single family residences, ranch homes. You can see that we just came off the highway, so it's really close to amenities of the community. And obviously the road is fairly level too, so it's easy to get around even in extreme weather. Wouldn't it be great to have this own little lake in your backyard where you could fish and float and watch the birds come and rest on the water? This lake sits behind this house at the end of a street, so you don't have much traffic. You have a view of the lake from the house. The whole property is almost 3 acres, but there's a strip of land that is on the lake frontage part that's about 1 acre, plus about 4 lots, including where the house sits. So there is additional space to build more outbuildings if you choose. But this is actually a private lake that you do have access to. But I'm sure there should be good fishing, and on a day like today where there's a heat advisory, might be a good day to go swimming in it. According to what I measured on the county assessor's map, it is about a 5-acre lake. The house has a shed, a fenced-in area, and there's a large crawl space great for storage. 2 ways you can come into the driveway. Half circle drive. This home has a wraparound deck and a couple fenced-in areas. You need to separate your pets. A detached garage with a shop area in the front of it. Got some custom tile work. Has an open floor plan with the kitchen and living room. Kitchen has stainless steel appliances, dishwasher, stove, trash compactor, updated cabinets and countertops. Stove has a downdraft, so you don't have to worry about having a vent in the middle of your view, because you have a view of the lake out these big picture windows with access to the deck. This is one of the smaller bedrooms. You could climb out the window to have access to the deck if you really wanted to, with a backup gas fireplace with some custom rock work. This is the main bathroom. This home was built in the 90s, so it's not completely updated, but it's not completely outdated. This is the second bedroom. It has a nice view of the side yard. The primary suite includes all this side of the house. This is your laundry room, plus it has a shower spot, because in the main part of the bath, it has this nice large soaking tub with custom rock work. And there's the vanity with a little alcove. And then you have a walk-in closet with a bunch of extra storage and shelves in place. I believe that they added this section on the way the floor plan is. And then the primary bedroom also has hardwood floors and a big picture window of the lake. And you can go to the living room out this way, or you can walk around the other way. The primary suite also has its own fireplace. This wraparound deck gives you a great view of the lake. This property does go all the way to the lake, about where that light pole is, I think. But you still have a view of the rest of the lake. They've also got some screen doors on this end of the deck. I think that was to keep animals inside, but it would also work to keep small children if you don't have any pets. Thank you for joining me today on this tour of Salem, Arkansas. We got to see a little bit of the courts, as well as the town, even a house and a lake in Salem. Now, if this doesn't look like the town for you, check out this tour I did of a home in Cherokee Village, along with the golf course, as well as the South Fork Spring River. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.